All right. Well, let's do that again.
Just up above it. I can't even do that. So we're at the bottom of a hill and we're heading up to an abandoned mine, and we found a little bit of rarity here. It's an ore cart wheel. I mean, right next to it's a discarded vent pipe that's kind of a spiral riveted design. It's pretty old, but anywhere you go, you don't find these. They're stolen. They're gone, and this one's just been sitting out here for decades. All right, well, we made it inside this abandoned mine. It's about a 800-foot shot to the portal. Some things have changed in here. None of this was here the last time I visited. Now, with this graffiti, there's been some debate on who's doing it and why. But either way, it's just, it's just nonsense. All right, leaving off over here. We just entered the mine about 1,000 feet ago. In some of the previous videos, you can go back and watch. I'll put the link up in the upper right-hand corner. But at one point, there's a rubble pile that we had kind of just discounted. Say, just dead ends, we're short on time. Let's go see other parts of the mine. But we're going down this passageway here where it splits. So let's go this way first. And we go to a raise that goes up to another level, and we'll be up there shortly. But let's continue along here. And look at that, it's like a big old hunk of iron right there. Some more right there, but this drift does continue. It is following a vein, as you can see. It's slowly pinching out. And we have a face. Some more of the dark mineral action. Up in here, there's more vugs, but you see all those different colors. It's like white, red, or like maroon, yellow. And it looks soft. You see that drill hole? But it goes back into there. I guess it just wasn't enough for him to continue going. So let's head back over to the junction. All right, we just came from there, and then we're going to go off to the left now. Looks like they backfilled this. So we're going to head back to that rubble pile, get back over it, and then go up into the stopes with Frank. So we're heading back to where Frank's waiting for us, and on the way back, you don't notice this on the way in, but on the way out, you can see this fracture zone, this fault wall. I guess that would be another hanging wall, but it's as smooth as a countertop. I mean, just the slippage of the rocks, it just smoothed it out, and it's like perfectly flat. It's pretty amazing. Every time I come here, I just get overwhelmed by all these man-made and natural voids that are inside the mountain. So here's looking up into that stope. It looks like it might just terminate over there. And it's kind of a sketchy little spot we're in. Frank found a little bit of a hidden treasure up here. But that's looking down where, that's the drift down below. But just off in this little stope. Yeah, he found a vintage Nestle Crunch wrapper that has no date on it, no UPC code, but on the backside, it has a slogan. What's it say on the backside?
Nestle's makes the very best chocolate.
Nice. All right, we're slowly making our way up this stope. And if you can see, the rock looks like they had bubbles blowing in it when it was all molten and they just popped. That's what it looks like to me. I know they're chert nodules from one of my buddy geologists coming in here with me a while back. But yeah, there's looking up at these nodules, and it's just passages, little tiny ones, and you can see all the crystals and colors. Look at that. See that green? And over here, there's some more of these chert nodules, and you can see that green right there. It's actually coming out pretty good on the camera for a change. And there's some leftover chert in these nodules. Some more up there. Look at that green. That's cool. All right, so we're going to continue up through there. Be back soon. And that's the camera level. And we are still climbing up this incline here.
On an angle.
Wow.
Into the Swiss cheese stope.
Look at these rings. These copper rings up here. Let's see if we can get a closer look at these colors. This is amazing. Just these colors. Let's see if I can zoom in. Look at that. That almost looks like it's not even natural. That's looking in there, and then look just right above it.
Oh yeah, it's a real dark green.
Look at that's just something. And that here, let me zoom out here because this is just. You see that?
I'll get a shot of that too.
This is just amazing. It's looking straight up. And we're gonna keep on going up. And you can see just up there's just more green. Just green and all sorts of colors everywhere. Well, the countless amount of times I've been up here, I've never noticed this. It's a small cache of dynamite.
Dynamite?
Yes.
Really?
You can see that the sawdust, like the DE filler, is still there. But I don't see any of the nitroglycerin crystals at all. Still, I'm going to leave it alone. But this is some old dynamite. Look at that. Crazy.
Huh.
So, you see that little dot in the middle of the can? That's lead solder.
Yeah.
Somebody must have been really hungry. They ripped that wide open. There's some sort of syrup. They were probably using this to eat out of that because it's got like the same substance on it.
Yeah. Looks like a knife too.
It has no odor.
Yeah.
But yeah. Add a little bit toxic to your diet right there. And there's
Well, let me fill this dynamite.
Some nice crystal specimens here. Looks like blasting cap tin.
Yeah, it does.
But here's this rope. If you recall, the Labyrinth Stope Mine video, the first one, I went up through that little crevice and crack. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny little passageway.
And some rope went up into one area higher up in the stope.
And there's some more of that copper goodness right there. It's all over the floor here. There's a dark piece right there. All this stuff's real crumbly. But that face is right around the corner. I know that for a fact. And there's not very much airflow today blowing up this raise. Remember that raise we were talking about earlier? Well, this is where it leads to. Yeah, we're just down there. Here's that platform. And there used to be a windlass on here as well. Yeah, so there's that rope where it's tied off at the top of this ladder. You can see. Yeah, but that'll lead you out to the other side of the mountain. I did attempt to get across that once. I'm not going to do it again because we ended up just driving on the other side of the mountain and gaining entry in through the other portal and looked down at that same exact hole. We did take our time looking for unusual pieces of artifacts and unusual items, and we did find some.
Yep.
So on to the next one. Well, we just came out of there. That's the main haulage for the Labyrinth Stope Mine. And as you can see, there's some pretty large amounts of waste rock over here. And just beyond over here is the portal. So this is an upper extension of the Labyrinth Stope Mine. I've been in here once before, but I had to cut things short. You can tell that they actually had a tram here. You can see the foundations where the tram tower used to go. And we'll see how far this actually goes. I mean, we're pretty high up on the mountain. There's not much more mountain left to climb. So this can't possibly go that much farther into the mountain. So let's go see. All right, we're inside. So let's see how big this actually is. Like I said, we're near the summit, so this can't go more than a couple hundred feet. I mean, these drill holes look bigger than the last one. I don't know if that indicates that it's more modern or not, but definitely bigger. It's starting to curve. It smells like bleach in here almost. Well, keeps going. Well, it looks like the same colors as the other mine, but the pitch is different. There's a drift going off to the right, so we're taking it. Well, that didn't go very far, but you can see the mineralization, the colors. So we just came from right there, and there looks like there's something straight ahead. Almost looks like a ladder. some old, it's like welding gloves almost. Huh. There's all these pieces of timber down here. Little track ties. Yeah, there's a drift right there, and I believe that faces out. Yeah, there's a little bit of a backfill, and then indeed it faces out. So let's go check out this ladder real quick. Antifreeze. It does not boil away, prevents rust. Ever Ready. Ever Ready and Prestone were, I guess, one company once. Who'd have thought? But yeah, we have a face right here. They were prepping the blast. They had the drill holes. Oh, and look at this. Some dynamite just still stuck in the hole. See if there's any more. No, I don't see any. Well, there's another way to go in this mine, so. Shall we check it out? Yeah, so that's looking up. That's from the manway side. You can see there's a bunch of ladder missing. That's from the chute side. Not sure if you can see all the way at the top. It levels off. So there's a drift up there, but there's just really no way to get up. I mean, getting up there we can probably do, but getting down, it's a little bit more dangerous. And that ladder's just probably just nailed on that one side to these support beams. As you can see, these support beams aren't really doing what they're supposed to be doing. So yeah, I'm gonna get back down.